Alrighty. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again. Welcome back to our Hot Corners franchise mode / Dynasty Year 1 regular season finale episode. Today we are approaching the final 2 games of the season against division rivals, the Moose. And both games will be against the Moose, so it will be a division deciding series, basically. Here's the situation as it stands right now. We have 2 games left, same with the Freebooters. So if we win both, and the Freebooters win both, we win the tiebreaker, we win the division. The Moose have 4 games left, so they need to beat us here in order to take over the division. If they beat us once, they have a chance because they still have 2 more games to play. So really, if we beat the Moose both times, I believe we will also win the tiebreaker over them. And then you've also got the Wild Pigs, who are only a half game back. They split with us last episode to finish against us on the season 2-1. Well, we actually finished against them 2-1. They finished 1-2. They lost 2 out of the 3 games. Right now, as it stands, there's only 2 divisions that are fully decided at this point. The Sandcats have won the Boss division, and the Crocodons have won the Monster division. The Jacks only have 2 games left, so even if they win both their games, they still finish at 10-6, and they do not win the division. Crocodons, so there's 2 division champs already settled. Nobody out of the Boss division's making the playoffs except the Sandcats. They've already all been mathematically eliminated, so they have nothing left to play for. In the Epic division, Platypi and Wide Loads are both tied. Heaters are done for the season. They're at 8-8. They need to hope that those teams lose their last 3 games in order to tie with them, and even still, I think they play each other, so that's not going to happen. So right now, the Heaters are just hoping for a miracle, and that the Jacks lose both of their games in order for them to beat them in the playoff tiebreaker. Yep, it's coming down to the wire here, folks. Let's take a look at any player moves that were made after last game against the Herbivores, which we did lose. If you look at the schedule here, we lost in extra innings 3-2. Before that, we lost to the Wild Pigs 3-1, and then we beat them in the first game 7-5. So really, this team is slumping recently. We've lost 2, 3, 4, 5 of our last 7 games. We need to finish strong here, otherwise we are in danger of missing the playoffs. So coming into the first game today, we're going to be taking on their ace pitcher, Rhiannon Cannon. So we're already at a disadvantage in that front. They're going to have the pitching advantage against us. So let's see if we can do anything to change that or bring in any extra offense that might help us out later on down the road. Buster Biggs was released by the B-Wolves for Jeffrey Owen, another outfielder. They are cutting payroll because they cannot make the playoffs. Rockman was replaced on the Nemesis by Pip Evans. That is an improvement, and it also is a cutting salary move in the same motion. So, I don't think the Nemesis have a chance to make the playoffs. Let me check the standings here real quick. Do they make the playoffs? They are actually mathematically still in. If the Jacks lose both their games and they win their last game, they will have the tiebreaker over them. So they're technically still mathematically in it. It's just a very slim chance. So I guess that's why they made that move. Stagcleave loses some power. Alive gets a little bit stiffer, loses some fielding. Gia Axelson's down to 5-2. She did not get picked up. I might pick her up. Buck Swiner offended a Moose. Oh, we're getting ready to play the Moose, so this is a big move. They got rid of Buck, and they're bringing in Charlie Pittman. So they're making that playoff push. They wanted to boost their lineup by making that move right there. They got a much worse fielder, though. Depending on what Buck is asking, I might be able to pick him up. Because honestly, I would take him over Axelson just because he's a better fielder. That is big. We could have a revenge storyline here in the last game. I like that. I like those odds. Let's see what we can do. We need to make the right move here in order to just frickin' make the playoffs, man. This is tough. Our pitching is good. I don't need to change any of our pitchers around. So I'm not worried about them. It's offense. Our offense has what's been struggling the past couple of games. Like the last 2 games combined, we've scored 3 total runs. We need a spark. We need a spark. I thought Busha Digman would provide that for us at shortstop last game. She did not do that. But she did hit the ball hard a couple times. So I'm not really upset with how things went. I just wish there was a younger option for us there at shortstop and third, because Biggs is 35 and Digman's also 34, so they're both already in the declining stages of their career. So it's not like they can get much better. Bobby's down to 9.3. No one's picked him up. Biggs is 5.5. Let's see, what do we got? Sort them by position, please. If I could sign Tugboat, what would that do me? 5.5, 3.1, 4.5. Alright, we'd be losing money, so let's not. We're not that desperate at catcher yet. We're not that desperate. We're good at first base. We have Sportswood and Burko. Second base, we have Cox and Jumps. No problems there. Third base. The youngest option at third base is Keg Gutterson, who is younger than Snackett, but that's a lot of money. I don't have that much money. I love Keg Gutterson. I just love his name, but he can't field, bro. Shortstop. Digman's 34. None of these guys are as cheap as her, so we're going to pass. Left field. Buster Biggs wants 14 mil. Buck Swiner wants 10.7. And Gia wants 5.2. See, this is the difference here. Axelson's a good contact hitter and has decent speed, but she has no outfield arm. She has a poor defense, and she has no power. She's 21. She has room to improve, yes. But Buck Swiner, he can't steal, which is fine. I don't steal that many bases. He can hit for power. He doesn't really hit for contact that well, but he's got better speed than her. He's a much better fielder. He's about double what her fielding is, and his arm is about twice as good as hers as well. So I want Buck Swiner. I want to get Buck on this team, but he's not a feasible payment option. Let's say that. Cutting Miyoshi here for him is a $5.9 million investment that I would need to make. Plus, he's also not going to be the starter because we have Stan alive. Same thing if we cut Bo Belter here. We're losing a little bit of money, not as much, mind you, but he's still not going to be the starter in left because Alive is there. Now, granted, we could move Alive to DH because he can't field. So that's a feasible move right there. We could put Buck out in left. That's what I would have to do. But that means we have to lose a batting spot in the lineup for Burko. Right now he's our DH because he leads the team in home runs and he leads the team in RBIs. He's having a very good year. But he has to play DH because his fielding is so poor. I need Sportswood out there to field first base. Like, it's literally, he's double Burko's fielding. So it's like, do I want to get rid of our hottest hitter in the lineup for Buck right now? No. If we lose, I'm more inclined to do that. So I will wait, but I want Buck on my target list. And let's see, our pitching looks fine. I don't need to replace anybody quite yet. Ryder McBride's actually a pretty decent price here at 4.4. He costs less than Hayes and Broseph, but not quite as low as Everbright yet. Though Everbright has been improving recently, which is really, really weird. He's getting a lot of training opportunities. Anyway, enough dawdling on that. Let's look at the player options. Got 1%, 48%. I don't want Jumps to be an RBI dud, especially since he bats so high in the lineup, so I'm going to pass. DeGrand, he needs that fielding boost, yes. 48%. His is the most likely to expire. Grump is at 25, but he gets Specialist too, which means he'd be great against lefties. He'd lose more velocity, but his junk will go up, which is his best rating. You know what? I think we need to do what helps the team the most, and that would be to do Tiny here. How much do we get per game? Let me check at our funds here. Per game, what do we get? We get 600,000. So we would mathematically get enough after next game if it's still there to get Everbright. Okay. I'll take a risk. Let's get Tiny. His would help out the most. It's his contact and fielding are his 2 of his worst traits. And we got low rolls on both, but hey, he got a tiny bit better. That's what we need. Alright guys, let's do this. Game 1 coming up. Tarak's on the hill. Their ace, Rhiannon Cannon, versus our 3-man, Tarak Smith. He's 2-0, 4.50 ERA. It's not great, but he's been doing well. Last start was his worst start of the year. Hopefully he'll bounce back in his final start of the season. Meanwhile, their ace, Rhiannon Cannon, this is her last start. She's 0-1 in 3 starts. Her ERA is over 6, and her whip is higher than Tarak's too, so she gives up a lot of hits, which means she throws a lot of strikes. Or she walks a lot of batters. I don't know. So looking at the lineup, Biggs is not doing well, neither is James. What do you suggest I do? Let's see. Take Biggs out, start Cox at third. That's interesting. Interesting choice. James still plays in center. Okay. I'm going to switch that with Belter, because Belter does not need the fielding penalty. And have Digman bat last at shortstop. Interesting. I see where you're going with this. Tiny at catcher. Burko at DH. Jumps at second. He's juiced. Ooh, that's good. That's good. He needs that. Sportswood, Belter, and Alive. All right. You want the old man batting lead off. I like it. At least we're at home for these last 2 games. Hey, are we at home last 2 games? Let me check before we start. We are at home the last 2 games of the season. Okay, because we just finished a stretch of 5 straight road games. Granted, we did start the season with 5 straight home games too, so it kind of balanced out. But that might be why we lost so many. It's because we were on the road for a majority of them. All right, let's go. Home team today. We're ready. Let's do it. Tarak Smith on the hill here for game 1 of the doubleheader. Looks like it's going to be a daytime matchup, judging by the picture. Then again, the picture has been wrong before, so we'll see. I never noticed that we had that nice little opening in the skyline there that you can just see out. Like we have all those windows, allows you to see out into the air around us. But it is fenced in. And it is a day game. Alright, this is an afternoon game, so hopefully the next one's a night game. Alright, second baseman Fred Bobbitt leading off today. He's batting .320, having a good year. He's got power versus righties active. Tarak Smith on the hill. He faced the Moose once already this season. He got a win in that start. That's a cut fastball in the inside corner for strike 1 to start the match. Change up, low and away. 0-2 count, quick. Bobbitt chased ones above the letters. Cox coming over for the pop fly. Makes the catch, 1 out. And Charlie Pittman up. This is their new free agent acquisition. This is his first game of the season. The rookie playing DH. He's not in left field. Why? Because he can't field. That means we'll see Bubbles Garcia out there as the first pitch is a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Second pitch called a strike on the inside corner. Nice fastball there from Smith. Evens it up at 1-1. Next pitch is a fastball up and away, and it's fouled off by Pittman, 1-2. Change up low and away from Smith. Fouled off. He's way out in front of it, though. Smith delivers. Cutter chased. Grounded to third. Cox fields. Makes the play at first for the second out. 2 quick outs to start. Now Irene Fast playing right field today, batting 162. Oh, my God. That's horrible. Oh, not as bad as Blute Michaels, to be fair. Blute Michaels was batting 062 last episode, so whew. First pitch as fast as a changeup she was out in front of. She was looking fastball. All right, well, let's keep that train going then. Let's go curve. Frozer. All right, we're up 0-2. Let's go. Cut her away. Let's see if she chases. Dribbled. Oh, boy, this is some tough play. Come on, Tarak. Yeah, all right. 1-2-3 inning for Smith. Bottom 1. We're facing their ace, Rhiannon Cannon. Let's see what we can do. Alive. Belter and Sportswood. Rookie outfielder Stan Alive. Leading off, 485 average on the year. 7 homers, 18 RBIs. Second on the team in both categories. That's low for ball 1. That's a strike. The letters on the cutter. Another cutter there. That's a fastball. 2-2. Come on, Stan. Right at dingers. That's easy play, 1 out. I'm actually surprised Dingers is still starting. He was rattled last time we played him too. Here's Bo Belter, 395 on the year. 2 homers to his name, hit his second one last episode. That's a strike the letters on the fastball. That's another fastball in the dirt, 1-1. Missed the fastball, 1-2. Another fastball got me. All right, 2 quick outs there for Cannon, and we got Sportswood up, 4:15 on the year. No homers yet. Ball low. Oh, she's walk prone. That's why her whip's so high. Fastball outside, 2-0. Missed the slider, 2-1. That's a changeup. Ripped up the middle. That's a base hit for Sportswood. First hit of the day for either club. Past the diving shortstop. Jackson gets it in, and we got two outs. Runner on first now. We'll bring up Jeb Jumps. Juice today. He's got the boost to all his stats going on. 448 average for the rookie and 5 homers. Third on the team. That's a strike at the letters, 0-1. Another fastball.
That's inside.
Inside. Not even close. That was high. I chased it. Knocked down by Cannon. She'll recover. That's the third out. Should not have chased that. 1 hit for us, but nothing comes of it. To the second we go. We got Jackson, Dongnam, and Tremendo. Here's Hieronymus Jackson, batting .267, 4 homers. Still batting in the cleanup role. Replacing, he's batting for Dingers, who's normally the cleanup hitter, not having a great year. Curveball was low. Cutter will catch the corner that time. 1-1. Heater low and in. Turned on up the middle. Diving his jumps. It's by him. Base hit for Jackson, and that's the first hit for the Moose. Leadoff man on for them, as that's going to bring up new acquisition Tyree Gongnam. They brought him in 2 episodes ago, I believe. He's playing shortstop today. Oh, they replaced their shortstop too. Who was their shortstop? I don't remember. All right. Here's a changeup to lead it off. He was way out in front of that one. 0-1. All right, he was looking fastball. Let's not give it to him here. Let's give him a curve. Ooh, just foul. That would have been a double play. 0-2. See him chase the heater. Leaves it. All right. Go inside here. Got him. Chase the cutter. That's the first out. Good strikeout for Smith. First of the day for him. And that'll bring up Jose Tremendo, playing right field. Playing left field today. He's generally a right fielder by trade. So he's starting in left instead of Garcia. Changeup caught the knees. 0-1. Good pitch there from Smith. Second pitch, Tremendo's up and in, and it's inside. 1-1. Smith's not a hard thrower, so cutter caught him frozen. 1-2. Curveball from Smith, way outside. That wasn't even close. 2-2. That's my bad. Curveball low and in. Ripped up the middle. Off of Smith's glove. That's a nice ricochet to Jumps, who will go to first to get the out. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for first baseman Perry Quaker. He went yard off of Smith in the last time they faced. 280 on the year. Only home run came off the bat. He's a low pitch specialist, so he hates the high stuff. Let's give it to him then. Give him the cutter. Got him. 0-1. Let's go change up. He was waiting for it. Up the middle. Digman dives and cuts it off. Gets up and fires. She'll get him at first. Good play from Busha Digman. Bottom 2 we go. Moose get a hit, but nothing scores. Bottom 2, 5, 6, and 7 up for the hot corners. Burko, DeGrand, and Cox. Here is DH Stu Burko. Leads the team in home runs and RBIs. He also, I believe, leads the team in average at 500. Hanging curveball fouled off. I missed it. 0-1.
That's inside.
That's a slider. Never made it. 1-1. Should let that go too early. Change up. I thought it was a fastball. 1-2.
Ball inside.
Fastball inside. 2-2.
Ball inside.
Inside again. 3-2. Her walk prone activates. There goes the accuracy. Slider. Get out of play. No. That's going to be a pop out to Nixon. 1 out. Come on, DeGrand. Tony DeGrande. Looks at one high, 1-0. Rookie catcher, batting .303 on the year and has 6 homers to his name. Curveball popped up on the left side of the infield. Dinger's calling for it. And he makes the catch. 2 outs. Every time you hit one of Dingers, he might miss it because of how low his fielding is. Here's Jake Cox. Had a day off last time, playing third base today for rookie Snack Biggs. 154 on the average and 1 homer to her credit. Second pitch is skied out to center. Easy play, though, for Jackson as he makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Cannon. Top three we go. It's 0-0. Nixon, Dingers, and then we're going back to the top of their order. Here's catcher Pedro Nixon hitting .222 on the year. No homers, 2 RBIs. Uncommon to see on a team based around power. He takes a fastball for a ball low, 1-0. Next pitch is a heater. He turns on it, rips it to jumps, right off the chest. Jumps go to first, 1 out. I should have just stood there. Now Dingers is up. He's batting 9th, normally bats 4th. .216 average on the year, only 1 home run. Very shocking numbers for Rip Dingers. Swings through a curveball 0-1. Changeup is outside, 1-1. Changeup low and in, just low, 2-1. Heater looked at the knees for strike 2. 2-2 to count now. Cutter outside, he looks at it, ball 3. Full count now. Dingers is fighting here. Heater middle away, fouled off by Dingers. He's fighting to stay in there. Smith unleashes the changeup. It's dribbled to second. Jumps, got to make the play. Bare hands, goes. 2 outs. Good fielding. Back to the top of the order, and second baseman Fred Bobbitt, 0 for 1 today. Fastball on the first pitch, hit up the third base line, just foul. Good effort there from Cox. Line and curve. Froze him, he checked on it, but it is a strike, 0-2. Inside cut fastball, looks at it for ball 1. Good eye there from Bobbitt. Change up away, outside, 2-2. Heater, line, foul again, just past Cox. Low curveball hit on the ground to Cox. Fields and fires. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Smith. Bottom 3 we go. No hits, no runs for the Moose. For that inning anyway. James, Digman, and Alive up. So we're at the same place in both lineups. Both teams have 1 hit here in the 3rd inning. James is batting .388 on the year. He is a little tense though. Hasn't been hitting well as of late. God damn it. Why am I talking? Shit. Okay. I'm hoping she'll pitch herself into a corner, but she's not doing it so far. Ah! Right to Dingers. 1 out. Now Digman up. Bat 125. We only picked her up last episode, so don't harp on her too much. She hasn't been playing most of the year. Takes a ball high on the changeup. That's another changeup. Caught the corner. 1-1. Low for a ball. It's 2-1. Ah, I thought that was inside. Shit, another fastball. Damn it, Cannon. Killing me here. Killing me. All right, Alive, what do you got? Back to the top of the 42-year-old out. Rookie year. Yes, he is a rookie.
Ball inside.
Inside, 2-0. Both sliders missed, not even close. Inside, ball 3. There we go. That's what I'm hoping for. She's going to pitch herself into a corner.
Break.
I got to look at that. That's not what I was expecting. Oh, right off the chest. Oh, God. Get there, Alive. Get there. My man. Oh, that's going to hurt their chances. That was their ace. Charlie Best is coming in. This is their best. Ironically, last name Best. He's the best reliever. He's a lefty, too. 102 ERA, 0.79 whip, 9 strikeouts. All right, so Cannon did take that liner off the chest, so she did not at least get hit in the face, so that's good. Unfortunately, her day is done, and it's going to take at least 3 to 4 games to heal, so she might not even be healthy if they make the playoffs. All right, let's see what we can do. Body contusion, yep, that's what I expected. This catcher doesn't have an arm. You think I should? I'm going to send Stan. Let's see what happens here. Actually, no. Oh, I spoke it into existence. I knew what you were going to do. All right, so Best is way too good of a thrower. I'm not going to steal unless it's like one of my speedsters. Outside for... Oh, they're pitching out now. 1-0. Belter takes a fastball at the knees, 1-1. Turns on that fastball, hits it to left. It's going to hang up, though, for Tremendo. That's 3rd out. So we do at least knock Cannon out of the game on the injury, but we didn't get anything off our hit. So top 4 we go. Middle of their lineup coming up. Rookie Charlie Pittman in his first start is 0 for 1 today. This is his 2nd at bat today. We'll see what he can do. Smith's going to go with a cutter. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Good placement from Tarak. Go with an inside fastball now. That was a bad idea. Ripped. It's hooking. Foul. Ooh, got lucky. 0-2. Let's go curveball. See if we chase. Nope. Okay. Come on, DeGrand. You got a block back there.
Ball inside.
Change up. Almost got him. 2-2. Let's go Cutter. Chased it. Leaping is Digman. She got it. Way to go, Busha. All right, Irene. She grounded out to the pitcher last time. 0 for 1 so far. She's batting 158 on the year.
Strike.
Curveball called a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Up and in fastball. Swung through it. 0-2. Cutter low and in. Dribble back to Smith. He's going to make the play at first. That's 2 quick outs. Going to bring up Jackson 1 for 1. He got a single back in the second inning. It's so far the only hit for the Moose. Starting with a change here. Low for ball 1. Just missed according to the umpire. So up and away here. Fastball grounded to second. Jumps there to field. He's going to go to first. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Smith, his third of the day. Bottom 4 we go. It remains 0-0. Sportswood, Jumps, and Burko, middle of our lineup. Jumps is left-handed, so he's going to get that specialist penalty. Sportswood is right-handed, and so is Burko, thankfully. That's a changeup for strike 1 from Best. Hanging curveball. That's going to be ripped foul, though. I was way out in front. 0-2. Another curveball ripped to left this time. It will drop in front of the sliding Tremendo for a base hit. That's Sportswood first hit of the day. Put the runner on with no outs as Jumps is up. He has the specialist penalty, but he's juiced, so it doesn't affect him. Good job, Jeb. That's why we pay you the big bucks. That's a fastball at the letters, 0-1. That's high, ball 1. I'm going to look away here. Actually, I'm looking in. I should have looked away. 1-2. Good changeup from Best. Hangs the curveball. That's ripped up the middle. Another base hit. Back-to-back hits here for the Hot Corners to start the inning. Something going now for us here. No outs, 2 on, and that's going to bring up home run leader Stu Burko. He's home run leader, average leader, and RBI leader. That's fastball in the inside corner, 0-1. Swung through it, 0-2. Change up, hit hard on the ground to second. Bobbitt flips to second, 1 on to first for Gangnam, and that's the second out as Sportswood goes to third. Double play really hampers our chances now as it's going to take a 2-out hit from Grande to bring him in. Come on, Tiny. Liner to first on the ground. Quaker there to field. Flips to the pitcher covering, and that'll retire the side. Hot Corners get 2 hits, but the double play really hurt our chances of scoring. Top 5 we go. It remains 0-0. Gangnam, Tremendo, and Quaker to face Smith. Here is Tyree Gangnam, 0 for 1 today. Batting 200 on the year. Change up on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Cutter outside and low, 1-1. Curveball from Smith is below the knees, 2-1. Peter at the letters, skied to center, Belter tracking it. He's back on it now in front of the warning track, makes the catch for the first out. Now to bring up Tremendo, 0 for 1 today. Curveball outside for ball 1.
That's inside.
Change up just inside for ball 2, 2-0 the count now. Cutter, skied in the middle of the infield. Jumps there on the edge of the outfield grass. He will make the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Perry Quaker, 0 for 1 today. Up and in heater. Turned on and ripped to left field. That is gone, folks. Perry Quaker got a fastball. He was looking high, and he went with it. That's a solo shot for Perry Quaker, his second of the year, and also his second off of Tarak Smith on the season. His 5th RBI, that puts the Moose up ahead, 1-0. And here's Pedro Nixon, 0 for 1 today, batting .211 on the year now.
Ball inside.
Curveball inside for ball 1, just missed the corner. Cutter on the ground to short, Digman to field, fires to first, and that's the 3rd out. Moose scratch across the first run of the game on a solo home run by Perry Quaker, but other than that, nothing else happens. 1-0 to the 5th. Here is 7-8-9 due up for the Hot Corners as Jade Cox gets the start at third base today. She is facing Charlie Best for the first time this season. Contact versus lefty is on as the first pitch fastball's inside for ball 1. Fastball outside this time, 2-0 the count. Swings through the fastball, 2-1, just missed. Skied to shallow center field. Incoming is Jackson. He slides. He makes the catch. What an effort there from Hieronymus. That's the first out. Now Geronimo James up 0 for 1 today. Specialist is activated, and so is the outside pitch. First pitch fast. 2-seamer at the letters, 0-1. Fastball high this time from Best, 1-1. That's skied out to left field. That's going to chase Tremendo back to the warning track. He'll come in now, and he'll make the catch on the edge of it for the second out. It looked good off the bat. Bush and Digman up now, 0 for 1 today. Ripped on the line into left field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Digman rounding first. She will hold there as Tremendo gets it in quickly. It's a 2-out hit for the Hot Corners, bringing up Alive in the top of the order. Line to right field. That's going to be a base hit as it drops there in front of Fast. She's got a decent arm. We will hold Digman at second. 2 runners on back-to-back hits with 2 outs as Bo Belter's up with a chance to drive in the tying run. Best will exit the game as they bring in Carla Tolbert, the returning right-hander from last year's bullpen. She's at 292 earned run average, 154 whip. Decent numbers, not bad overall, and she's juiced. So her stats get a little bit of a boost. She doesn't have a lot of accuracy, though, so keep that in mind. But she can throw with the best of them as that fastball is high for ball 1. I believe that was actually her cutter. It was at 94. Fastball with that kind of velocity rating is going to be up near 100. I should know. I have Joseph Broseph. That's another cutter. 2-0. Change up way out in front of it. 2-1. Slider ripped into right field. That's going to be a base hit. We're sending Digman. Let's go. No, we're not. Never mind. Come back. 3 straight 2-out hits for the Hot Corners, having the business with the bases loaded and 2 outs for Dark Sportswood. 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. That was a changeup at the knees, 0-1. Lines that fastball in the right center field. That's going to get down, and that's going to be in the gap all the way to the wall. Digman scores easily. Rounding third is Alive. He's going to try and score. The second run scores, third run scores. It's a bases clearing double for Dirk Sportswood, and then puts the Hot Corners up 3-1. Clutch hitting as Belter, Alive, and Digman all score on the play. 3-1 is your tally. Jeb jumps up now, the rookie lefty looking to get a hit. Fastball way inside for ball 1. Colbert rattled a bit. That's ripped up the middle. That's going to drop for another base hit as Jackson Fields rounding 30 Sportswood. He's going to try and score. Throw in from Jackson is just in time to nail Sportswood at the plate. So the Moose do get out of the inning, but they give up 3 runs in the process as Best exits, and Tolbert could not close the door on the Hot Corners offense. 3 runs score and an RBI double for Sportswood to the 6th, 3-1. Here is Rip Dingers batting 9th in the Moose order today. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch from Smith is an up-inning cutter that's ripped up the middle for a base hit as Belter will get it back in quickly. Dingers has his first hit of the day. Puts a runner on with nobody out for Fred Bobbitt. Top of the order now for the Moose. Here is the changeup. That's a ball low, 1-0. Second pitch is a curveball from Smith. It's also low, 2-0. Fastball up and in, ripped up the middle, leaping his jumps, but it's past him. Belter will miss it, apparently. Why, I don't know, as that's going to allow the runner Dingers to score all the way from first on the play, as it's now a 3-2 ball game thanks to the misplay by the rookie center fielder. Charlie Pittman up now looking to tie the game up with an RBI single. First pitch fastball is ripped to short, leaping is Digman. It's off for glove. Live's coming into field, but this could be a tough play at the plate. Here's the throw. Sliding in is going to be the leadoff hitting Bobbitt, as it's now 3-3 thanks to 2 poor luck fielding plays. Belter missed the slow roller in the outfield, allowing Dingers to score, and now Bobbitt scores on a bad ricochet off Digman's glove. Runner at first with nobody out as Smith now looks to keep the game tied here in the 6th. Outside for ball 1, 1-1 the count now. Curveball popped up on the infield, jumps over near second, calling for it. And he'll make the catch for the first out. 1 down now, runner at first for Hieronymus Jackson. Had a single back in the second inning. First pitch is a heater at the letters, 0-1 the count. Change up, just inside for ball 1. Cutter middle in, ripped on the ground to short. Digman Fields flips the second one. On to first is jumps, and that's a double play to end the inning. But 2 runs come across on 2 bad luck hits as the Moose tie the game up in the 6th. Bottom 6 we go. Burko, DeGrand, and Cox up.
Now batting the designated hitter, Stu Burko.
Here is Stu Burko, the DH today, looking to get his first hit of the day. Fastball, that's a slider on the outside corner, 0-1. Lined up the middle, caught by Tolbert for the first out. Good reactions. Now DeGrand up 0 for 2 today. Does not have a hit on the line score. Looking for his first. Change up at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Slider outside that time, 1-1. Ripped up the middle, a base hit for DeGrand as he gets on the board. Runner at first now with 1 out, and that's going to bring up third baseman Jade Cox. 0 for 2 today, looking to turn her fortunes around a little bit. Change up outside that time for ball 1. Change up just missed again, 2-0 the count now for Cox. She's heading in the driver's seat. Chased the fastball out of the zone for strike 1. Fastball high that time, laid off. 3-1 the count now from Tolbert. Just low, walked her on 5 pitches as Tolbert shakes her head. First and second now with 1 out for Geronimo James, the lefty. Again, the center fielder come through here. Playing right field today, generally a center fielder by trade, as the cutter's at the letters for strike 1. Fastball inside again, 0-2 the count now. High for ball 1, that cutter missed. Outside with the cutter, 2-2. That's hard grounder to third. Dinger's dove too early as that's going to get by him into the outfield. Bases are loaded now with 1 out on 2 hits and a walk. That'll bring up Digman. Had a single last time up. Puts her average back at the Mendoza line at 200. Looking to get over the Mendoza line. Missed the slider on the low inside corner, 0-1.
Ball inside.
Fastball inside, 1-1. Tolbert missed. Slider caught the corner, 2-1, or 1-2.
Off the plate.
Fastball outside, 2-2. Line to right, it's gonna hang. Fast there to field, makes the catch. Runner tags from third. That'll be a go-ahead run here as DeGrand comes in to score. 4-3 is now the tally as the Hot Corners regain the lead here in the 6th thanks to the sac fly from Digman. I'll bring up Stan alive, 2 for 3, had a single last time up.
Ball low.
First pitch fastball in the dirt, 1-0. That curve changeup is pulled into left field. It is up, it is high, and it is gone. Stan alive hits his 7th home run of the season, I think. It's a 3-run shot, and that'll give the Hot Corners a 4-run lead. It is actually his 8th, and it is now 7-3 Hot Corners thanks to that bomb. They pull away, and Tolbert is done, as that brings in starter reliever Felix Farmhand. He's at a 2.50 ERA on the year with an 0.94 whip. Those are stellar numbers, especially for a rookie. Here is Bo Belter, the center fielder. Looks at, I think that was a changeup low and in that went all the way in the dirt. 0-1, 1-0.
Ball inside.
Changeup inside again this time, 2-0. Fastball at the letters this time called a strike, 2-1. That fastball is turned on by Belter, but he pulled it foul into the seats. Just out of the reach of the left fielder, Tremendo, 2-2. Slider ripped into right center field. Going back is the center fielder, and making the catch is Jackson on the warning track for the final out. Hot Corners get 4 thanks to a sac fly and a 3-run homer. It's now 7-3 to the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Smith is at 71 pitches. He's given up only a few hits, I think. He's given up 5 hits. We haven't walked anybody. So I'm going to let him stay in for this inning. If he doesn't give up a run, he's good. If he gives up like a hit or 2, I think he's done. So we got Tyree Gangnam, the rookie shortstop here. Cutter grounded to second, runs in and goes to first with it, 1 out. Easy play. Now Jose Tremendo up 0 for 2 today, looking for his first hit of the contest. Fastball on the outside corner called a strike, 0-1. Change up, grounded on the left side. Diving is Digman to cut it off. She'll get up and fire, and it's an infield hit. Good placement there for him as he gets on. And now Perry Quaker has a runner at first. He had a solo shot last time up on a high fastball. Let's see what he does with a low pitch. Here's the curveball. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Cutter up and away. He was fooled on that one. He swung through it 0-2. Fastball low and in. Called a strike on the inside corner as Smith blows him away with the gas. Or, whatever gas he has. It's probably like low octane. But 2 outs now, and it's up to Pedro Nixon to keep the inning alive with a nice 2-out hit. Change up low and away, called a strike. He checked on it, but it was a strike according to the umpire, 0-1. Smith comes up and in with the heater as the runner goes. Throw down by DeGrand. He's going to be just late as Tremendo steals second. That's going to put a runner in scoring position. Nixon behind 0-2 in the count, looking to come through. Smith delivers a curveball, grounded to third. Cox charging, goes to first. That's the third out. Smith gets through the 7th with no runs on a hit. Bottom 7 we go. It remains 7-3 hot corners with Sportswood, Jumps, and Burko due up to face Farmhand. This is going to be a good test for the young rookies. He has to go through the heart of our order. Sportswood up today has 3 RBI and 1. That's ripped up the middle, a base hit for Sportswood. He's now 4 for 4 on the day with his 3rd single. Gets the inning started right for the hot corners as a runner on with no outs. Here is Jeb Jumps. He is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles, no RBIs, as Klaus DeGame is coming in, the closer. This is their last bullpen guy, remember that. This is their 2nd best pitcher. He's actually not as good as Charlie Best. But he is coming in tense. Whip is under 1, which is good, but his ERA is at 4.3 too. That means his last outing, he gave up some runs. Jumps looking to capitalize. Hanging curveball into the left center gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall on a hop. That's going to be a tough play. Can Sportswood score on this one? Probably not. We're going to hold him at 3rd. 2nd and 3rd now with nobody out. And the hot corners have a golden opportunity to put some more insurance runs on the board with Stu Burko up. Home run and RBI leader, no longer the leader in average. Rip to the right to the second baseman Bobbitt, though, for the first out, as both runners managed to get back in time. DeGrand up now, had a single his last time up, scored on a sac fly by Cox. Fastball high for ball 1.
That's inside.
Fastball inside, 2-0 the count. DeGame delivers. Fastball check swing, inside for ball 3.
Ball 4.
Fastball up, he walked them on 4 pitches. DeGrand is on to load the bases with 1 out. And that'll bring up Cox. 0 for 2 today, has a walk to her credit.
Number 24. Strike.
Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Curveball at the letters, skied into right field. This is going to be a tough play. In the corner, in the gap is Fast to make the catch. Going home is Sportswood. Here's the throw from Fast, and he's out again at the plate. Sportswood cannot run. I keep forgetting that. No runs score on the hot corners. A golden opportunity. Top of the 8th we go. It's 7-3. Smith is already at 80 pitches, so I'm going to take him out. He's had a good outing. He's probably at his limit, so I'm not taking any chances. Broseph pitched last game, so he's not available. Let's go Hayes or Everbright. Let's go. We got the leads. So who's up for them, actually? Let's see. What do they got? They got Dingers. He's a righty. Bobbitt's a lefty. Pittman's a lefty. Righty, 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 lefty, righty, switch. So they got a majority of right-handers. I'm going to go with Hayes. Hayes will be the sub. Let's go, Amazo. Not a great ERA. 7.84, 1.65 whip. Got to get that down, buddy. First pitch to the Dingers is a curveball that's just low for ball 1. Next pitch is a slider. Ripped on the ground to second. Jumps there to field. He'll go to first. 1 out. 2 pitches there from Hayes. Gets him out. Now Bobbitt up. Had a double last time up along with an RBI. Heater up and away. Fouled off by Bobbitt. 0-1. He was just late. Went with the pitch, though. Change up at the knees, grounded to the left side, past the diving Dignan into left field as Alive gets it in quickly. It's the second hit of the day for Bobbitt, making him 2 for 4. 1 out and a runner on now for Charlie Pittman, who drove in a run on a single last time up. Pinch running is Stallion Johnson over at first base. So we'll see what the plan here is. He's probably going to steal. Outside for ball 1 as there was a pitch out on from Hayes. Which is an inside slider, ripped on the ground. Jumps, dives, can't get to it. It's going to be a single. It's Johnson going for third. Throw from Belter is not in time as Johnson slides just in. Had that been Bobbitt, he would have been out. Runners at the corners now with 1 out for Irene Fast. First pitch is a slider down and away for a strike, 0-1. Heater up and away, skied to right center field. Belter going over, calling for it. Make the catch for the second out as Johnson will score and will tag and score on the sacrifice fly, making it a 7-4 game. As Jackson comes up, 1 for 3 today. Looking to keep the inning alive for the Moose. Heater inside, called a ball, 1-0. Change up and in, a strike on the letters, 1-1. Heater up, just high, 2-1. Curveball down and away, grounded softly to second, jumps the backhand, goes to first, and that's the third out. Hayes gives up a run on 2 hits, but nothing else happens. 7-4 to the bottom of the 8th. The game will face James, Digman, and Alive. All right, so Tremendo moves to second base as Johnson will stay in left. So Tremendo's out of position there at second. Keep that in mind. James up now against DeGame, who has K-Man. Fastball in the inside corner, 0-1. Curveball ripped right on the ground to second. Tremendo there to field and fires to first. 1 out. Now Digman up, 1 for 2, and a single and an RBI on a sacrifice fly. Fastball high, 1-0. Fastball outside, 2-1 the count now. Curveball at the letters called a strike, 2-1. Fastball outside and low, 3-1. Fastball outside for ball 4, and he walks Digman on 5 pitches. Digman trots down to first. 1 out, runner on for Stan Alive with a 3-run homer last time up. It's 3 for 4 today, 3 RBIs. There's Alive. Curveball at the letters called a strike, 0-1.
That's inside.
Curveball inside, missed this time badly, 1-1.
Inside.
Fastball inside, 2-1. Remind you, the Moose are out of bullpen pitchers, so if they do change, it's going to be one of their starters. 2-1.
That's down.
Fastball low, 3-1 the count now. Turned on and grounded to short. Gangnam flips to second. 1 on to first, not in time. Live beat it out. Fielder's choice makes it 2 outs now for Bo Belter with a runner at first. Here comes Joffrey Rockman. He was supposed to start game number 2. So let's see. 2.41 ERA, 1.07 whip, but he's tense because they're using him as a reliever. Let's see if Rockman can get the last out. Fastball on the outside corner. That was a 2-seamer, called a strike, 0-1.
That's down.
Fastball below the knees that time, 1-1.
Right.
Just missed the inside fastball, 1-2 the count now to Belter. Pickoff move, not in time, as it is dropped by Quaker anyway. Skied into shallow in the infield. A live round second heading to third, but catch will be made by Tremendo, and that's the 3rd out. Hot Corners get nothing on hit and a walk. Top 9 to go. It's 7-4. Gangnam, Tremendo, and Quaker up to face Hayes. First pitch from Hayes is called a strike at the letters, 0-1. Heater low and away. Checked on it, but called a strike, 0-2. Slider outside, not offered out, 1-2. Third ball pulled foul way out in front, 1-2. Change up and in, pulled foul, staying alive. Gangnam trying to get on base. Heater in the dirt, 2-2. Curveball up, called a strike. It froze him at the letters. Hayes gets a K, 1 out. Bring up Tremendo.
Jose Tremendo.
Jose looks at 1 low, 1-0.
Strike.
Fastball at the letters, called a strike, 1-1. Heater turned on and ripped the right field. James at the wall, leaps, he caught it! James robs him of a home run. Good play out there from Geronimo, and that's 2 outs now with no one on for Perry Quaker. Curveball low and away, fouled off. Quaker tried to go with it, but he was late on it, 0-1. Slider up and in, taken for high for a ball, 1-1. Here's the heater inside, turned on, line to center. Belter comes in, he'll make the catch for the 3rd out, and the Hot Corners take game 1 against the Moose today. Final score, 7-4. Good effort there for the offense. It took us a while to come alive, but once we got Cannon out of the game and we worked their bullpen around, they had no answer for us. So Hot Corners take game 1, 7-4 score. Looking at their offense, they had a home run for Perry Quaker. It was a solo shot, and they also got RBIs from Bobbitt, Pittman, and Fast. On our side, we had a 3-run homer from Stan Alive. Sportswood drove in 3 runs on a double, and Digman had a sac fly. Burkett went hitless, 0 for 4, and Cox went hitless, 0 for 3. Everyone else at least managed to get on the board. Tarak Smith managed 7 key innings, gave up only 3 runs on 6 hits, and he struck out 2, so he gets his 3rd win. He finishes the season 3-0. Looking on the other side, Rhiannon Cannon only got through 2 2/3 innings before she took a line drive off the chest. That really messed up their bullpen for the rest of the day. Best went 2 innings. Tolbert went 1. Farmhand only got 1 out. The game went 1 2/3, and Rockman had to get the last out of the game. Let's see if he starts game 2 or not. Looking at the player of the game is going to be Stan Alive, 3 for 5. He had the home run, 2 singles, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored on those line scores. Sportswood 2nd place, 4 for 4. And Bobbitt went 2 for 4 with the double and an RBI and run scored. It's a good game for the Hot Corners there. We managed to take the first game. Now just looking to finish strong here, win the last game as well. If we do manage to win Game 16, I have a very good feeling we're going to win the division. I'm just that confident in our team. I think we've done enough to win the division. We got 10 wins on the year. That's a lot more than anyone thought this team was going to get, so really happy with that. Rachel Rhubarb is not going to start. We just FYI, I'm going to let the rookie Messiah Presidente start, and Rockman is the scheduled starter, so it looks like he will be pitching today. Have a look here at the development things that happened while we were playing. Tori Velez is signed on to the Freebooters to replace Oakley Stiffs. They're trying to make a playoff push here by doing that. And they only had to give up $200,000. That's pretty good. Swiner's down to 9.5. I could pick him up now. Jeb Jumps is at 7.8. 780,000. Oh, that's James. I'm sorry. Ryder McBride is picked up. He was released by the Freebooters, and he's now going to the Overdogs as they cut David Diggler. And Tarak Smith has a new training opportunity as well. That's nice. All right, let's see. Now, this is the next to last opportunity we can have to sign players. I think because we won, I'm not going to make the move to bring in Swiner just yet. I want to see if we can get him a tiny bit lower, like get him under $9 million, and then I'll pick him up for the playoffs. Because I can make the sacrifice if he's under $9 million on Miyoshi. Or I could give up. I'm not going to give up a lot. He's actually doing really well for us, and he's juiced. Belter, Sportswood Cox. Jumps is doing. He's not juiced anymore, but he is locked in. James is still tense. Burko is okay. Neutral, neutral, neutral. DeGrand's not even tired. Okay. Yoshi, Sox. Got Digman and Stagcleaf. None of our pitchers are juiced either. Okay. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. Alright, so we're getting ready for game 2 here. We're not going to sign anybody. Player development, though. Let's see. Oh, we lost Everbright's one. That was right here. I was going to buy that one. I'm not going to buy that one. I'm not going to... I don't think I can. I can't even afford that. This is 84%. That would improve her arm. That's what she needs. James, this is to improve his contact, which is already great. Alright, I'll take this one for Miyoshi, just to improve her a little bit. There's the power. Let's see if she can get that arm up. Just the 3, darn. I was hoping for the 8, but hey, that helps her out a little bit. And that'll open up a spot next time. And then we got that. I don't have enough money. I'll have enough money to get Smith's next episode, which is what I'm saving for. So, we'll get that after the game. Alright, let's get in it. What's your suggestions here? Alright, Biggs is back at 3rd. Burko's DH, and Cox is playing shortstop today. We're giving Digman a rest. I don't want DeGrand to play. I actually want to start Stagcleaf. Have him bat last. Because I want DeGrand to be healthy for the playoffs. I don't want him to be tired going in, so I'm not going to let him play. And I'm going to bring in Presidente to start. I want Messiah, the rookie, to start. He's been cleared to start, finally. And he's got K-Man, so... Ooh, this is good, boy. I'm hoping having him start will give us a better pitching matchup. And Rhubarb will be rested to come out of the bullpen, which is great. So, we could use her if he either gets into trouble, we go to extra innings, or he gets hurt, heaven forbid. Let's not let our rookie get hurt, please. So Presidente will make his Super Mega Baseball League debut here in the final game of the regular season. He'll be starting for Rachel Rhubarb. This is a big game. We need to win right now. I want to win this game to pretty much guarantee myself a division. Got Jumps leading off, Belter, Sportswood, Alive, Burko, Cox, James, Biggs, and Stagcleaf. And they got almost the same lineup as last time. Different players. Rhodes is catching today instead of Pedro Nixon. So let's go. Top of the 1st for the 2nd game of the weekend series here against the Moose. Fred Bobbitt leading off, batting .333 on the year, as Messiah Presidente will make his Super Mega Baseball debut here in the final game of the regular season. First pitch is a curveball at the knees, first strike, 0-1. So Presidente's a 5-pitch pitcher. He's got the fastball, the cutter, the two-seamer, slider, and a curve. So very prototypical pitcher. Cutter at the letters. Turned on and ripped the left center field. James going back at the warning track at the wall. Looks up, and it's a home run. Welcome to the league, rookie. Fred Bobbin hits a leadoff solo homer to get the Moose started today. 1-0 is the score on his 4th homer of the season.
Now batting, the
Jackson up now, 265 average. Let me do something real quick. Forgot about that. Swap Belter and James. First pitch to Jackson is curveball. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Cutter just outside for ball 1, 1-1. Peter on the inside corner, turned on and ripped up the middle, past the diving Cox, and it's back-to-back hits to start the game for the Moose, as Jackson's on with a single at first with nobody out.
Now
I'm going to bring up Gangnam, 125 average on the year. Two-seamer on the inside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Heater up and away, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Slider below the knees, almost went after it, 1-2. Pitch from Messiah's a curveball in the dirt. Gets away from Stackleaf, throws to second, not in time. Jackson moves up on the pass ball, 2-2. Heater low and in, grounded up the middle. Presidente stops it, looks the runner back, goes to first, 1 out. Gonna bring up Perry Quaker, 278 average on the year. Two-seamer up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Slider up and away, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Presidente quickly ahead in the count. Heater low and in, fouled off, broke his bat on the play. 1-2. Curve ball, grounded to third. Biggs dives and cuts it off. Got to go to first with it. He will get the slow Quaker for the second out as Jackson moves up to third. Charlie Pittman up now with the opportunity to drive in another run. He's batting .500 on the year. He had 2 hits in yesterday's game in his debut. First pitch called a strike at the letters, 0-1. Good fastball there from Presidente. Second pitch is a low and in curve ball. That's also called a strike. He's quickly ahead, 0-2. Slider away, looked at for ball 1. Cutter low and away, pulled down the right field line, but that hooks foul into the seats just out in front. Still one. Two-seamer up and away, checked, almost went after it, 2-2. Fastball low and middle inside, swung through by Pittman, and he's down on strikes to end the inning. Presidente gives up a home run on 2 hits, but he does strand a runner at third, so 1-0 to the bottom half. Jumps, Belter and Sportswood to face Rockman.
The second baseman, Jumps.
First pitch to Jumps is a two-seamer at the letters called a strike. Rockman is a very accurate pitcher. He has decent velocity, but he doesn't rely on his junk pitches too much, which is why he only has a slider. He has a fastball, a two-seamer, a slider, and a changeup. So I'll head 0-1 to Jumps. Fastball high that time, 1-1.
Nope, that's high.
Fastball high again, 2-1. Trying to get him to chase. Missed the two-seamer that time, 2-2. Chased the fastball high and jumps down on strikes the first out. That'll bring up Bo Belton now, 375 average for the rookie, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Fastball inside on the corner, 0-1. At the letters, rip the right field. That's a soft liner. We're getting down in front of fast as Belter has the first hit of the day for the Hot Corners as they got a runner on with 1 out, and that'll bring up Dirk Sportswood. 4 for 4 in the first game on the stream. He's up to 456 average now on the season. Still has no home runs. Fastball high, 1-0. Ripped up the middle, a line drive, base hit for Sportswood. Has back-to-back hits now for the Hot Corners. Put 2 on with 1 out. Dangers can't handle it, the throw in. Got to bring up Stan Alive now. He's juiced out of his mind and locked in after the home run last episode, the first game today. He's at 493 average, leads the team in that category. Ripped the liner up the middle. That's going to get down in the left center gap on that slider from Rockman. Rounding third is going to be Belter as he scores easily from second. Sportswood will hold it third on the double by Alive. It's now 1-1. Hot Corners have a chance to take the lead with Burko up. Fastball way behind on that one was Burko, 0-1. Turned on that fastball, soft liner to short. Gangnam has to go to first with it as Sportswood scores on the RBI ground out. And Alive advances to third on the play. 2-1 the score now as Cox is up, hitting 125 on the year. Playing shortstop today for Digman. Rips that first pitch into left field. That's foul. 0-1 the count. Way out in front of that changeup. 0-2 the count now. Changeup way out in front, and Cox strikes out again. Strands the runner at third, does Rockman, but 3 hits drive in 2 runs. Take the lead 2-1 to the second. 6, 7, and 8 due up to face Presidente. Here is Irene Fast, the right fielder, hitting only 150 on the season so far. His first pitch from Presidente is a curveball that's low and in. Lined up the middle, that will drop in front of Belter for a base hit. As Fast is on with the first hit of the second inning. Runner on first with only 1 out, and that'll bring up Jose Tremendo. Heater up and away, called a strike, 0-1 the count. Cutter up and in. Just inside for ball 1. Throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Fast, as there's a runner on second now with 1 out. Or no outs. 1-1 the count. Slider from Presidente is grounded to short. Cox will field and go to third, and Fast is stuck in the rundown. Throw to second. Now the rundown's in full effect. Bad throw from Jumps, and the runner advances to third. They had her caught up. They were going to get the out, and Jumps botched it. Threw it in the dirt. Presidente couldn't handle it, and now runners at the corners with no outs. First pitch to Dingers is a low and away curve for a strike, 0-1 the count. Slider grounded to short. Cox flips to second, drop by Jumps, but he does recover to tap the bag. Run scores on the fielder's choice. It's 2. Actually, the runner stayed at third. They thought she was going to catch it. Fast had to hold at third on the drop liner, and she couldn't go home in time. So runners at the corners with 1 out now. No hurt and darn. His backup catcher Roman Rhodes is playing today for Pedro Nixon. First pitch is a fastball lined out the left field. Going back is alive. He's at the warning track. He looks up. It's gone. Home run, Roman Rhodes. The catcher goes yard here in game number 14 for them. A 3-run homer makes it 4-2 Moose. His first of the year, too. Here's Fred Bobbitt, had a home run to lead off the game in the first inning. First pitch from Presidente's fouled off, 0-1. Cutter up and in, called a strike, 1-1. 0-2 the count now. Two-seamer up and away, called a strike 3 on the letters, and Bobbitt can't believe it. He's down on strikes for the second out as Jackson's up now at a single back in the first inning. Slider outside for ball 1, 1-0. Heater up and away for outside, 2-0. Slider middle in, called a strike at the on the corner, 2-1. Two-seamer low and in, low for ball 3, 3-1. Curveball up, popped up behind the plate. Stagcliffe calls for it. Lars is there, and he will make the catch for the final out as Presidente gives up 3 runs on the home run. 2 more hits come across in the inning, and it's 4-2 Moose. Bottom 2 we go, 7-8-9 to face Rockman. Here is Geronimo James, batting .380 on the year. Still a little tense. First pitch pulled, foul, way out in front he was, 0-1. Change up inside for ball 1, 1-1. Slider inside, 2-1 the count now from Rockman. Here he is, delivers. Oh, that is not a strike, 2-2. Swung through strike 3. James down on strikes for the first out as Rockman gets another K. Going to bring up Snack Biggs now. Fast changeup at the knees, 0-1. Biggs had the day off in the first game. Looking to bounce back here. Line softly to left, leaping his Dingers, and he'll make the catch for the second out. Now Stagcliffe up, batting .296 on the year. He's in the 9 spot today in the lineup. Fastball at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Grounded softly to second, Bobbitt there to field, fires to first, 1-2-3 inning for Rockman. Top 3 we go, it's 4-2 Moose. Here is Tyree Congram, 0-for-1 today. I believe a fly out. First pitch lined softly to first. Sportswood fields it on a hop, goes to the bag, 1 out. Now Perry Quaker up, struck out his first time up. Two-seamer skied softly into center field, Belter calls for it. He will make the catch for the second out. 2 quick outs now for Presidente as Pittman's up with a 0-for-1 today. Curveball at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Heater up, inside, 1-1. Cutter inside for ball 2. Two-seamer away, grounded foul. Pittman was just late on it, 2-2. Slider down, swung through it, strike 3. Pittman down on strikes as Presidente has a 1-2-3 inning to match Rockman. Bottom 3 we go, it's 4-2. Gonna bring up Jeb Jumps, 0-for-1 today.
jumps.
Struck out his first time up as he looks at a fastball in the inside corner, 0-1. Lined up the middle, right to Bobbitt for the second out, or first out. Bo Belter up, had a single back in the first inning, looking to duplicate that success here in the third. Rips that slider up the middle. That will duplicate the success if the base hit the center field, puts the hot corners a runner on with one out. Now Sportswood up. He also had a single back in the first inning, looking to duplicate it again here. Fastball at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball again at the knees, 0-2 now. Line softly to second. Bobbitt fields on a hop, goes to second one. On the first, it's a double play, and the hot corners are out of the inning. One hit for them, but nothing comes of it as the double play erases it. Top four we go. It's 4-2. Now Irene Fast up. First pitch is a curveball down, called a strike, 0-1 the count. Fastball up and away, high for ball one. Cutter on the inside corner, ripped into the left field corner. That's going to be off the wall as Alive does manage to field it. Runner going to second, throw in, not in time. It's a double for Fast to lead off the inning. Now Tremendo up, 0-for-1 with a fielder's choice. Managed to reach first, though, on the play as he looks at a fastball outside for ball one on the strike. And curveball ripped down the right field line, just foul, 0-2. That would have been trouble. Presidente now head 0-2, slider low, ripped the short. Cox dives and cuts it off, goes to first. Makes the play one out as the runner retreats to second. Now Dinger's up 0-for-1 today. He also grounded into a fielder's choice. Fastball up for a strike, 0-1 the count. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to third, not in time. Another stolen base for Fast, their second of the day. 2-0 count to Dingers. Slider down, called a strike. 2-1. Two-seamer up and away, ball three. 3-1. Cutter fouled off. Full count now to Dingers. Fastball up and in, almost hits him, and it's ball four. Presidente has a walk. Given up now as runners at the corners with one out for Roman Rhodes. He went yard last time up. It was a 3-run shot. First pitch is a high inning cutter. Swung through it for strike one. He's behind on it. Fastball low and away, just outside. 1-1. Two-seamer up, down the middle, fouled off. 1-2. Curveball down and in. Swung through it, strike three. Rhodes down on strikes as Presidente has two outs now. Runners still at the corners for Bobbitt. I believe he grounded out his last time up. Slider low and away, called a strike, 0-1. Heater up and away, also called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Presidente looking for the strikeout, two-seamer low and in, grounded to third. Biggs fields, got to go to first, makes the play for the third out as Presidente gets out of the jam. A hit and a walk put him in a hot trouble, but Presidente managed to get out of it. Bottom four we go, it remains 4-2. Now staying alive up, 1-for-1 today is a double and an RBI to his credit. Turns on that slider, rips it into left center field deep. Over is the center fielder. He will not get there as it hits off the bottom of the wall. Belter going into second with his second double of the game as he's now put a runner in scoring position with no outs for the hot corners. Stu Burko up now, 460 average, 9 homers, 29 RBIs. Looking to find his first hit of the episode here as the first pitch is high for ball one. Cutter on a two-seamer on the inside corner, 1-1. Fastball, fouled off, 1-2. Turned on that fastball, rips it deep left center field. Going back is the center fielder. Jackson makes the catch as a runner will tag. Live will advance the third on the play, and that puts a runner 90 feet away with only one out. Now Cox up looking to drive in the run. 0-for-1 today with, I believe, a ground out. Fast two-seamer in the dirt, 1-0. Last grounded to second. Bobbitt has to go to first with it as he makes the play. RBI ground out for Cox. And it's now 4-3 as James is up with two outs and nobody on. Fastball outside, just missed from Rockman, 1-0. That fastball is taken deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. He's at the warning track, and Jackson will make the catch for the third out. Hot corners push across a run on a hit, but they're still down 4-3 to the fifth as Jackson, Gangnam, and Quaker come up for the third time against Presidente. First pitch from Presidente is called a strike at the letters, 0-1 the count. Curveball down, ripped the left, over the leaping Biggs, and that's going to be another hit for Jackson. He's on at first with nobody out to start the inning off right for the Moose. That'll bring up Tyree Gangnam 0-for-2 today as a 100 average coming in. This at that, 1-for-10 on the year as he looks at a fastball in the inside corner, 0-1. Slider down and away, grounded softly to second. Jumps, has no play other than first as Jackson advances to second. One out, runner in scoring position for Perry Quaker, 0 for 2 today. Cutter up and in, called a strike, 0-1 the count. Heater up and away, also called a strike, 0-2. He's quickly out in front. Presidente looking for the strikeout on the curveball, ripped up the middle. Cox dives and cuts it off. Got to go to first with it, gets the slow Quaker for the second out. Good defensive play from Jade as Jackson advances to third, and it's up to Pittman to drive him in. 0 for 2 today. Fastball low and away on the corner, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away, line to third. Biggs dives, it's off his glove. He couldn't snag it. Run's going to score. It's 5-3, and he's already on his way to second. Throw in from Biggs. Not in time. It's a double for Pittman as it's now 5-3 Moose. Fast up now, 2 for 2 today. First pitch curveball, called a strike at the knees, 0-1 the count. Slider low in, grounded to second, jumps there to field on a hop, goes to first. That's the third out. Presidente gets through the 5th inning, but a run does score on a bad luck dive by Biggs. 5-3 to the bottom of the 5th as Biggs, Stagcleaf, and Jumps do up to face Rockman. Now to bring up Snack Biggs, 0 for 1 today, batting 200 on the season. We need to start working Rockman more. He's only at 40 pitches on this first throw here. Their bullpen is tired, so we definitely need to do something here to get him out of the game. But he is pitching to contact, which is why he's doing so well. 5-3, here we go.
That's inside.
Change up inside for ball 1. Fastball up and high, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, called a strike, 2-1. Lined out to right field. Going back is the right fielder at the warning track, at the wall. Making the catch is fast for the first out. Good drive from Biggs, just didn't have enough on it. Here is Stagcleaf, 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Fastball outside for ball 1, 1-0. Change up high, missed the zone, 2-0. Lines that fastball to right, leaping is Quaker to rob Stagcleaf of a hit. Now Jumps up, 0 for 2 today, still looking for his first hit. Fastball outside, 1-0.
Ball inside.
Two-seamer inside, 2-0 the count.
Off the plate.
Fastball missed, 3-0. Two-seamer missed low, and that's the 4-pitch walk to Jumps as he goes down to first. Belter up now, has 2 singles to his credit. That fastball's ripped up the middle. Diving is Bobbitt to rob him of a hit. To first he goes, and he'll make the play. What a play from Fred Bobbitt to keep the runner from getting to third base. Top 6 we go. Hot corners get a walk, nothing else happens. Presidente up to face Tremendo, Dingers, and Rhodes. It's bottom 3 in their lineup. I'm willing to leave him in to get through this inning. If he gives up a hit, he's done. Here's the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Curveball up and in. Called a strike, 1-1. Cutter low in, turned on to second. Diving his Jumps to field on a hop. He goes to first, 1 out. Good play from the second baseman. Now Dinger's up. He drew a walk his last time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Heater up and in, turned on and ripped into the right center gap. All right, we're taking Presidente out as that's going to get all the way to the wall. Dinger's already on his way to second as Belter gets it back in. It'll be a double for Dingers on the... That'll put a runner in scoring position with 1 out for the Moose. Got to bring up Roman Rhodes. He went deep back in the second inning. Presidente's done. What's their lineup look like? Let's see. Rhodes is a switch hitter. Bobbitt's a lefty. Righty, 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 lefty, righty. A lot of righties. Lefty, righty. Yeah, so they got predominantly a right-handed lineup. So none of our relievers are... The ones we have available, there's 3 lefties, which are Rhubarb, Broseph, and Everbright. And then you got... Hayes is the only righty. We used him yesterday in the first game, so he's a little tired. This is a tough call. I'll see. You know what? I'm going to give him one more chance. We're going to let him try and get Rhodes out, and then we'll take him out when we get Bobbitt up. Strike at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Beater up and in, pop foul, out of play, 0-2. Two-seamer up and away, outside the zone for ball 1. Just missed. Slider low and inside, swung through it, strike 3. Rhodes down on strikes for the second out as Presidente records the K. And now Bobbitt up. Had a home run earlier. I'm willing, you know what? Get the last out, Presidente. It's yours. Slider low, called a strike, 0-1. Heater up and in. Popped up behind the plate. Stagcleave calls for it. He's under it. Lars makes the catch for the third out as Presidente gets out of trouble in the sixth. He gave up a double with 1 out, but he managed to strand the runner at second. Bottom 6 we go. It remains 5-3. He's done after that. Sportswood up to lead off. It's going to be 3, 4, and 5 to face Rockman. Still cruising along here. Two-seamer at the letters, called a strike, 0-1. Change up, rip down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit past the diving third baseman Dingers. Sportswood on with another single as he's 3 for 3 today. I bring up Alive, 2 for 2 as 2 doubles and an RBI. Looking to do 3 for 3. All his hitting attributes are maxed out, folks, except for his speed. Ball outside for 1-0. Change up, called a strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
Off the plate.
Two-seamer missed, 2-1. Change up at the knees, 2-2. Fouled off. Alive stays alive. Ripped foul. Alive stays alive. Still 2-2. Hits that into the right center gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall. It's going to be in the gap. Here we go. Can Sportswood score? Yeah, the fielders can't. They're looking at each other. What are you doing? Sportswood rounds third. He's going to score on the play. It's a triple for Alive. 5-4. Tying run at third. Burko up. The Hot Corners have a chance. Jackson and Fast looked at each other and wondered who was going to pick up the ball. It was perfect. Alive gets a triple out of the deal. And Sportswood would have been thrown out at the plate. Is safe. First pitch fastball on the corner, 0-1. He skies the next pitch foul down the right field line, 0-2. Burko needs to protect. Lines into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Burko gets an RBI single, and it's 5-5. Hot Corners tie it up here in the sixth. Cox now up 0-2, grounded out, but drove in a run last time up as Charlie Best is coming in the pitch. He's juiced and locked in. 183 ERA, 092 whip. We faced him yesterday. He went 2 innings. I think he only gave up 1 run. And he was tired, too. So that juice came in at the perfect time. It gave him more stamina on the recall. Rockman is gone after 5+ innings of work. He gives up 5 earned runs. He's on the hook for the 6th run if Burko comes in to score. Cox to face Best. Here we go. Fastball just below the knees at 102, 1-0. Next fastball ripped into right field. That's going to be a base hit as Burko's on his way to second. He'll stop there as the Hot Corners keep the inning alive with another hit. Here's Geronimo James, 0-2 today. I'm feeling... Oh, they're playing in. I can't bunt. Come on, Geronimo. Fastball just behind it, 103. 1-0 the count. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2. That was a 2-seamer. Fastball up. 1-2. Grounded softly to first. Quaker goes to second, 1. Throwback to first, not going to be in time. Runners at the corners now with 1 out for Biggs. Ben Snack come through, the rookie in a clutch situation. He's 0-2 today. Swung to the fastball up, 0-1. Change up, pulled, foul. Out in front of it was Biggs, 0-2. Change up, grounded to the right side. Pass both diving infielders into right field. James rounds second, draws the throw from Fast. The go-ahead run scores from third as Burko's in on the RBI single from Biggs. The rookie comes through in the clutch. And now Rockman is on the hook for the loss. That run is charged to him, not to Best. Runners at first and second with 1 out for backup catcher Lars Stagcleave. Veteran looks at a curveball outside for ball 1. That never even threatened the zone. Best set. Here's the next pitch. Fastball, 2-seamer on the inside corner. 1-1. Change up. He was way out in front of that one. 1-2. Curveball side. 2-2 the count now from Best. Turned on and ripped into left field. It's a base hit for Stagcleave. Grounding third is James. He's going to try and score on Tremendo's throw. It's cut off by Best. Not in time. RBI single for Lars. And it's now 7-5 Hot Corners as the bottom of the lineup comes through for them and gets them 2 more runs. Jumps now up. Looks at a fastball at the knees. Called a strike. 0-1. Change up, skied out the center field. That's going to chase the center fielder back. Jackson calls for it. Biggs will tag and go to third on the play as the throw-in goes to second. Front runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Bo Belter, who's 2 for 3. He has 2 singles in his earlier appearances. He flew out last time up. Fastball outside for ball 1. That fastball never threatened the zone. Change up was in the dirt and I chased it. 1-1 the count now. Best tiring. fouled off again on the changeup. 1-2 the count now. His best is now below 50% stamina. That fastball's ripped into center field. That's going to drop for another base hit as the run will come in to score from third. That's Biggs. It's 8-5. Hot Corners on the RBI by Belter. And now Sportswood up 2 for 3. 2 singles to his credit as well. Skied out the right center field. That's going to hang, though. Jackson over. He'll make the catch for the third out. Hot Corners, though, rally for 5 in the bottom of the 6th, and they give a lead to the 7th. Presidente's done for the day. He had a very good outing. We're going to bring in, you know what? Feeling it. Feeling it. Everbright. Let's go, Grump. First pitch called a ball on the inside corner. Just missed it. A little off. Screwball inside. 2-0 the count now. Curveball low for ball 3. Are you kidding me, game? Heater called a strike. 3-1. Heater inside for ball 4. Everbright walks him. Not a great start. That'll bring up Gangnam. Jackson doesn't run very well, so I'm not worried about a steal. Curveball up and in. Ball 1. Umpire's not giving me anything. Screwball down. Popped up. Cox coming in. Everbright calls for it behind the mound. He says, I got it, Rook. That's the first out. Now Perry Quaker up. Screwball just inside for ball 1. Heater called a strike. 1-1. Curveball outside off Stagcleave's glove as Jackson's going to advance. Runner at second now with 1 out. Quaker has an RBI opportunity. Screwball inside, called a strike. 2-2. Heater middle away, grounded to first. Sports with the backhand. He'll take it to the bag himself for the second out as Jackson advances to third. Pittman up now is a 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI to his credit. First pitch fastball called a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. Screwball called the strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Everbright delivers. Fastball up. 2-2. Curveball. Line down to third. Biggs. It's off his glove again. Jackson scores. It's 8-6 as the runner will hold it first. RBI single for Pittman. His second hit of the day. Also his second RBI. It's 8-6. First pitch for ball. Strike at the knees. 0-1 to Fast. She has 2 stolen bases today. Fastball popped foul. 0-2. Heater up and in. Swung through it. Strike 3. Fast down on strikes as Everbright gets the K. 1 run scores on 2 hits. But the Hot Corners still hold an 8-6 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Alive, Burko, and Cox to face best. And here comes Carla Tolbert, who gave up 5 runs, or 5 or 6 runs in the first game today. So she's very rattled right now, but she's also juiced. Here's Alive. They know their playoff hopes are on the line here, and they got to pick it up real quick. Alive looks at one way outside for ball 1. Missed the cut fastball, 1-1. Fastball missed, 2-1 the count now.
That's down.
Change up low, 3-1 the count. Tolbert behind. Slider skied into left field, shallow. In is Tremendo. He's calling for it. And he'll make the catch for the first out. Got to bring up Stu Burko. Had a single and 2 RBIs last time up. Swings through the first pitch cutter, 0-1. Lined into center field, another base hit. Second of the day for Burko. Now 2 for 4, and he will put a runner on with 1 out. Got to bring up Jake Cox, 1 for 3 today. Single and an RBI her last time up. Actually, no, she's single. Ball gets by the catcher as the runner goes to second. Throw down, not in time. Burko moves up on the pass ball. Now Cox up. Slider ripped to right field. That's going to be on the line right to Fast, though, and then she'll record the out. 2 outs now. Now Geronimo James up, 0 for 3 today. Still looking for his first hit. Fastball on the inside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Up and away, fouled off, 0-2 the count now. Burko looking to score from second on a single. Grounded up the middle. Bob at the backhand, he'll go to first, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit for the Hot Corners this inning, but nothing comes of it. Top 8 we go, it's 8-6. Here's Tremendo up. First pitch, strike. Oh, it's a ball, 1-0. Curveball, called a strike, 1-1. Curveball swung through for strike 2. Tremendo behind in the count now. Screwball swung through it, strike 3. Dropped by Stagcleave. He recovers, though. Goes to first, and that's the 1 out. Right now is 2 strikeouts as Dingers is up. Curveball turned on and pulled foul. He was way out in front, 0-1. Peter ripped the first. Leaping as Sportswood is off his glove into right field. Jumps out to get it, and he will field it quickly. Runner will hold it first with just a single. 1 on and 1 out now for Roman Rhodes. Switch hitter now batting from the right-hand side as Pedro Nixon will pinch hit for Rhodes, who already had a home run today, so that's an interesting move. Anyway, the regular starting catcher is in now. His first pitch is a screwball from Everbright for a strike, 0-1. There, the fastball checked his swing. It's 0-2. Curveball up. High for ball 1. Peter Lone inside, ripped the short. Cox leaps over, makes the catch. 2 outs. She lunged forward and made the play. 2 outs, runner at first now for Bobbitt. He's only 1 for 4 as a solo home run to his credit. Peter, ball inside, 1-0. Curveball 2 outside, 2-0. Screwball called a strike on the high inside corner, 1-2 the count. Fastball low in. Cox dives and knocks it down, but can't go anywhere with it. Infield single for Bobbitt, his second hit of the day, and it'll be 2 on for Jackson. Curveball low and in, ripped into left. That's going to be another base hit as Alive as the field. Throws it in quickly, and the bases are now loaded with 2 outs. Now bring up Gangnam 0 for 4. Rookie looking to come through here. Screwball called a strike at the letters, 0-1. Peter down in the way, called a strike, 0-2. Curveball in the dirt, swung through it, strike 3. Stagcleave grabs it, taps the plate. He dropped it, picked it up, taps the plate. That's the 3rd out on the force. Another strikeout for Everbright. He gets out of the bases loaded jam, and it remains 8-6 to the bottom of the 8th. Biggs, Stagcleave, and Jumps due up to face Tolbert. Nixon will remain in the game at catcher. Here's Biggs. Had an RBI single his last time up. First pitch ripped hard on the ground to second right at Gangnam, though. He'll go to first, and that's an easy play. 1 out. Now Stagcleave up. He also had an RBI single last time up. 1 for 3 today. Slider ripped out the right field. That's going to chase the outfielder back to the wall, and Fast will make the catch for the 2nd out. Now bring up Jumps. 0 for 3 today. Drew a walk his last time up, though. Change up below the knees in the dirt, 1-0. Swung through the fastball, 1-1. Fastball fouled off by Jumps. He's behind, 1-2. Tolbert looking to get at her. Change-up called a strike at the letters, and Jumps is down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 1-2-3 inning for Tolbert. Top 9 we go. It remains 8-6. Quaker, Pittman, and Fast due up. And they're going to be facing. Let's see. Righty, lefty, righty, lefty, righty. Switch. And then lefty. Okay. I'm going to go Broseph. Coming into pitch will be Joseph Broseph as he looks to get the save. First pitch is a 2-seamer inside for ball 1. Peter low and in, called a strike, 1-1. 2-seamer up and away, checked this swing, called a strike, 1-2. Slider inside and high, swung through it, strike 3. Quaker down on strikes for the 1st out as Broseph is 2 outs away from closing the game. Pittman up now, the rookie. 2 for 4 today, his 2 RBIs to his credit. His first pitch fastball's inside for ball 1. Slider down in the way for a strike, 1-1. 2-seamer low and in, line softly to right center. Belter coming in, he slides, he dropped it. Is that an error? It is not an error. It will be classified as a base hit. Yes, it is a base hit for Pittman. His 3rd of the day. He's 3 for 5 now. Runner at first with 1 out now for Fast as she is now the tying run. 2-seamer low and inside for ball 1. Peter below the knees, 2-0. 2-seamer up and in for a strike, 2-1. Slider up and away, ball 3. Just missed. Peter low and away, called a strike, full count now. 2-seamer low and in. Swung through it, strike 3. She was looking outside. Fast is down on strikes for the 2nd out. Now Jose Tremendo is the last chance for the Moose. He's 0 for 4 today. He also represents the tying run. First pitch, high and away fastball, called a strike from Broseph, 0-1. Slider low and away for strike 2, 0-2 the count. Slider outside, ball 1, looked at. Three-seamer up and in, called a strike 3 at the letters. Tremendo's pissed that he didn't swing, but Broseph strikes him out to end the game, and the Hot Corners get the win. 8-6 your final score, as the Hot Corners sweep the Moose to end the season at 11-5. So we did our jobs. Puts pressure on the rest of the conference to deliver. Whew. Good job. Let's go back to the hitting stats here for a second. Everyone in the lineup got a hit except James and Jumps. Jumps had 2 strikeouts. He did draw a walk, though, so he did get on base. So only James failed to get on base. Actually, no, James got on by a fielder's choice. So everyone did technically get on base, but James is still slumping. Same with Jumps. Belter went 3 for 4. Sportswood went 2 for 4. Alive went 3 for 4. Burko went 2 for 4. Cox was 1 for 4. Biggs was 1 for 4. And Stagleaf was 1 for 4. But we had RBIs from practically everyone in the lineup except the 2 guys in Sportswood. Sportswood got on base for us, and then everyone else drove him in, so that helps. They did have 2 home runs. They had the 3-run homer from Rhodes and a solo shot from Bobbitt. And then Quaker Pittman drove in 2 runs on freak accidents, but that just wasn't enough for them today. Our offense really came through when we needed it in that 6th inning. That was clutch. We rode that 6th inning to victory. Presidente gets the win in his Super Mega League debut. He went 6 innings, gave up 5 runs with 8 hits and a walk. Not the best outing, but considering we managed to rally to give him the win, I'm happy about that. Everbright had a nice hold for 2 innings. He did give up a run, but he managed to get out of his own mess. And then Broseph struck out the side in the 9th. He did give up that 1 hit to who was it? It wasn't Jackson. It was, I forget who it was. It wasn't Quaker, no. He struck out Tremendo. He struck out fast. I think he struck out Quaker, too. It was the other hitter. I can't remember who it was, but he did give up that fluke base hit that went off Belter's glove. Rockman goes 5, gives 5+. He gave up 6 runs. He had 8 hits, a walk. Basically the same thing as Presidente, but his bullpen didn't bail him out. Charlie Best gave up those 4 hits, and they drove in the other 2 runs that they needed. And then Tolbert had to clean 2 innings out of the bullpen, which is good for her confidence still. Broseph gets the save. Alive is your player of the game again. He's 3 for 4 today. He had a triple, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and he scored twice. Rhodes is a runner-up, that 3-run bomb, and then Pittman had the 2 RBIs late. Still, it was a good outing for us. We managed to get the win. We're over 7 million star points, putting us in the top 1,200 players. So that's great. Let's see if we're going to make the playoffs or not. We have no more games. We finish 11-5. It's a very good record. It's actually the best record out of all the expansion teams, so that's great. I think it's also near the best record for the entire league. Let's see. Jules Bergman offends the Wide Loads coach and is replaced by Shrewd Colbert. Wide Loads are trying to make a playoff push. That's why they made that move. Yoshi is stiffer than usual. She loses some fielding. Digman loses a couple more power. Swiner's down to 8.5. I will pick him up for that because that is a it's great for us. Plus, with James slumping, I need someone else to play right field, and Swiner's the perfect man to do it. Jade Cox has got a training opportunity. Alive has a training opportunity. Presidente gets 4 power. Sox loses 1 contact. That's fine. Jumps loses 2 power. Stagleaf loses a lot of contact, yeah. Gonna need to make the move back there at catcher. Cooper loses a little bit of accuracy, but that's not gonna affect her too much. So all in all, it's a good game for us. We got to make these moves now. Well, actually, let's sim to the end of the regular season and see what happens. I'm going to sim to the end and see who makes the playoffs. All right, so Jacks are up first. They got a doubleheader. They need these wins, basically. And the Buzzards crushed them in Game 1, 7-3. And then they beat them 7-4 in the second game, so the Jacks are in danger of not making the playoffs. Sawteeth beat the Sirloins in a game that doesn't matter. Buzzards win 6-2. They're making a push late. Not going to be enough, though. Platypi looking to crush the Beewolves. They do, 10-2. Keeps them in the lead. Now they're going for 2. They win 2-1, so they stay at top. Sirloins beat the Sandcats, but that doesn't matter. Sandcats already won the division. Wild Pigs beat the Herbisaurs to keep in pace with us. They finished 10-6. Grapplers win 6-0. They come up 7-7. They beat the Wide Loads again 4-2. Now they're 8-7. Platypi win. They finish 11-5. Nemesis need this win to qualify for the playoffs, which they don't do. Wide Loads win 11-3. And then the Moose win 4-0 over the Freebooters. And then Moose win the last game 10-2. They're going to finish in second. And Blowfish lose to the Moonstars in a game that doesn't matter. And the Sandcats finish with 10 wins on the year, beating the Sawteeth 7-3. And Blowfish beat the Sawteeth in a game that doesn't matter 7-1. Okay, so your playoff teams in the Super Conference are the Hot Corners are the 1 seed at 11-5. Sandcats are the 2 seed at 10-6. Moose and Wild Pigs both make the playoffs at 10-6. Freebooters lost their last 2 games, eliminating them from the playoffs. Moose will be the 3 seed. Pigs will be the 4 seed, which means we get the Wild Pigs in the first series. Not great. That means we got Wes Yogurt in Game 1. You remember how he manhandled us in that 3-1 loss. Man can pitch with only 3 pitches. Sandcats will draw the Moose, which is, I don't know if that's good for them or not. So we have 2 expansion teams. Both expansion teams in the Super Conference make it. In the Mega Conference, the Platypi are your 1 seed at 11-5. Crocodons are the 2, also at 11-5. Reason why they're number 2? Run differential. Platypi had a +7. Your 3 seed is the Wide Loads at 9-7. They will play the Crocodons in the first round. And the other team to make it at 8-8 is going to be the Grapplers at 0 run differential. Jacks finish at -9. Heaters at -1. Grapplers get the last spot in the playoffs. So the Grapplers will face the Platypi. So 3 teams from the Epic Conference make it. 1 from the Epic Division, 1 from the Monster Division. And no expansion teams make it on the Mega Conference side. So us and the Sandcats are the only 2 expansion teams to make the playoffs. That's awesome. So now we can make some moves. This is going to be the last chance we get to buy player development things. It's also the last chance we get to sign free agents. So we're going to use up what funds we have now. And then we'll go from there. Who do we want to improve? James, Cox, or Smith? Well, this is only improving James's contact, which is already one of his better traits. He doesn't really need it. These 2 would actually benefit us more, but I can only afford one of them. Yeah, I can only afford one. So I say we go Smith, and I'm going to go Stagcleave because he needs that contact back after he just lost it. That was a bad roll. If he gets all that contact back, though, he'll be fine. Come on, Turok. Only gets the 8. That's fine. Oh, he got it. He got K-Man. Way to go, Turok. You're at a C+ now, buddy. Yes, he got just that tiny bit better, which is what we need. And then we'll buy Lars. He only got 6 back, though. That's not great. Hoping for the 16 and the 6 here. It's at 8 speed. Wow. He gets to keep it. He keeps his trait. Thank God. He's back to a C. That's also where we need him. Okay, great. Yay. We got the rolls we needed. Now let's see if we can sign anybody here. Go by position, please. Alright, so Tugboat is down to 4-9. I mean, we could bring him in to replace Stagcleave here. I mean, Lars is still tense. He's not going to play in the first game. But Tugboat would be an immediate upgrade. So, I'm kind of leaning towards it, but we'll see if we have enough money for it. I don't need a first baseman. I don't need a second baseman. Gutterson's down to 11.9 million. Nah. Shortstop, we don't need to make a move now. Buck's down to 8.5. If we put him in for Miyoshi, that's perfect. Yeah, because that's only 3.7. I'm willing to do that. Let's bring in Buck. I mean, Miyoshi never played. She played one game for us. So I might as well bring in Buck, who will at least get a better chance to play. And he can start for Geronimo, who's tense. So that works. And then, let's see. Do I want to make the move at catcher? I think we need to. Let's bring in Tugboat. So we have an immediate upgrade right there at catcher. Even though he's 41 years old and probably going to retire anyway. Right, Tanky Boy? You want to go outside? Okay. Then we could go... I could have brought in Sock. I could have got rid of Socks, honestly, but... You know what? Seymour's cool. He's a good defensive player, so we can keep him around, I guess. How much money? We have 4.7 mil. We could bring in Norton here to replace Digman. I'm willing to do it. Let's go for it. Why not? Bring in Norton Pickle. He can play shortstop. And I think that's all we really need to improve. I mean, I could get a closer. Damn it, Tank. Can you be more careful, please? I mean, I don't see us having space for Rhubarb on the playoff roster. Any closers available that are, like, reasonably priced? Rogan Balls? Seriously? Are you serious? Oh, that's fucking funny. It's fucking funny. Not quite. We don't have quite enough money to get Jock. Violet Midfield, on the other hand, is younger. She's a better long reliever than Rhubarb. I mean, Rhubarb did finish with an ERA above 12. Think about that, yeah. It's pretty bad. I don't see any other spots that maybe another outfielder would be nice to have. We don't have enough money for a Wugliams or LeBoink, unfortunately, even though I would love to have Billy LeBoink on the team. There's no center fielders, so we don't need to worry about that. Zachariah Rolande. I mean, really, the only other question mark here is Rhubarb. Smith did enough to earn his spot on the team. He went 3-0 on the year. And his ERA was, like, around 4. It wasn't quite under 4, but it was near 4. Which is where you want it to be, especially for a pitcher of his stat line. So, really, he did enough to stay on the team. Rhubarb did not. She had an ERA over 12, I think. Let's check the stats here for the end of the season. So looking at these stats, Jumps is 440. Alive at the best average of 507. Burko went 470, finished second. Alive, and then Sportswood at 459. Burko led the team in home runs with 9. Alive at 8. Jumps at 5. DeGrand at 6. I know Stagcliffe had a piss poor batting average, so that's why I got rid of him. Pickle was only batting 182 when he was released. Swiner was batting 256 with an on-base percentage of almost 300. That's pretty good. Thomas was batting 300. They only let him go because of salary. Presidente, yeah, Rhubarb finished with an ERA at exactly 12. She had 3 starts and played in 4 games. She got a save. So, but she's young. She can still improve, I guess. I'll look at the relievers one more time, and if I don't see any, like, young relievers that I want to trade her out for, then we won't get rid of her. I mean, the closers, the only decent one is Sirloin, who we let go of. We could sign him, but I don't think we want to do that. Pardon me. The other relievers, there aren't any young. The youngest one is Jock at 26, and he's too much money to sign. Violet midfield is 38. She's the same role as Rhubarb, so she's older too. That doesn't help, and these starters aren't that great either. Ronner's 37, Lovell's 35, Arches is 36, and Rusty Nozzle is 31. So yeah, none of them are like good. Marshwater's 28, that's the next youngest, and then Avery's 27, so he'd be a younger closer. But he only has 2 pitches. I don't like closers with only 2 pitches, because then you get locked into the, oh, it's got to be one or the other. You can just guess and sit on one. You know, same Rogan Balls, he'd be a better option, but he's 39. He's probably going to retire. Same with Sirloin, he's 35. He did retire after 1 year in my custom franchise. So, do I want to bring him in? Plus 1.7, we'd be down to $300,000. He'd be an improvement in the bullpen for sure, but do I really want to take that risk? What do we look like right now? I don't know what we look like because I can't see it. So, but let's look at the league leaders, see who finished. But Alive wins the batting title race for average. Burko wins the home run and the RBI one. So he was just shy of the Triple Crown, thanks to Stan batting .507 and him batting .470. Likewise, Alive missed the Triple Crown in RBIs by 7 and home runs by 1. Alive had the best on-base percentage, Burko right behind him. Burko had the best slugging percentage, and Burko had the best on-base and slugging percentage. So those two were really like the best batters. Alive had the most hits, Alive had the most extra base hits. Most strikeouts, Rip Dingers. No wonder he was sucked so much. Alive had most runs scored. Geronimo was second in stolen bases, tied with Jeb. Dolph Steak wins with 8. James got caught stealing 3 times, most in the league. Pitching, Throck Smith tied for the league leader and wins. Doc Simple, man, really? Aggro Marks was perfect throughout the entire year. Wow, that's impressive. And Franzilla had the most saves with 5. Aggro Marks had the lowest whip and the lowest opponent batting average. Elmo Slayer struck out the most hitters, tied with Maurice Brick. We had no one in the top 10 for any of these categories. Strikeouts per 9, Aggro Marks averaged 12. Holy shit. Noah Kaiser, fewest walks. He never walked a batter. Noah never walked a batter all year. Throck, I think, walked 1 or 2. And then our strikeout to walk ratio highest is Noah Kaiser with 14. He was 14-0. Throck Smith was, I believe, what is it, 12 and no, he gave up one, at least one. So it was either 12-1 or a 24-2, one of those. Donk O had the best though at 25. 25 strikeouts per walk. Oh my lord! And he walked like maybe 1 batter all year. Jesus. And there you go. There's your league leaders. So we did have a couple guys lead the league and stuff. It's pretty freaking cool. Still, we're improving the team by a lot. We're making moves that are going to help the team down the road. That's 3, but we don't have any money. So that's the downside to these moves. We're going to need to evaluate it in come the free agent market. Come the offseason, we're going to need to evaluate that. But for right now, we want to win. We want to win right now. So I say we bring Sirloin back. We'll be replacing Rhubarb. But I do like having Rhubarb in the bullpen in case we have to go to extras. We can bring her in. Or if like a starter gets hurt, we can put her in and it won't be a penalty for having a pitcher pitch too early. So, you know what? I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to keep Rhubarb on our playoff roster, and we're going to go to the playoffs. Start the playoffs. Yes. No more offseason moves. No more player developments. It's all playoffs, all games from here on out. We made the playoffs. Complete a standard regular season with your players leading the league in average home runs and RBIs. Rare achievement, all right. not going to start that game yet. But looking at that game, okay. What about our game? So yeah, we are the 1 seed. We're playing the Wild Pigs, like I said. So we're going to have an ace battle next episode. It's going to be Yolanda Cooper versus Wes Yogurt. Ace versus ace. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I hope we can do well this time. Because last time we faced Wes Yogurt, last time we faced him, it was a shit show. We got absolutely hammered by him. Lost 3-1, and he just pitched his little heart out. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode. We will see you in the playoffs for year 1 of the Dynasty. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you then. This is the Nasty One signing off.